Alright, and we're back with another GTA 6 reaction video. GTA 6 is way bigger than anyone thinks. I believe so. So we're gonna hop into this right now. Comment, like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Socials are in the description. Let's get into
in
it.
previous videos, we talked about how
I don't think I
GTA
said
6
that
is
right,
going
but it
to
doesn't matter.
revolutionize game mechanics, NPCs that react to weather, police that remember
Nice
what you
accent.
are wearing, and all that good stuff. But then I saw this insane comment from one of you about the GTA 6 simulation. We all laughed, but then I started looking into the new AI research, things like Nitrogen from Nvidia, the Stanford study on behavioral tracking, and I realized something. It's not a joke. We are about to become the biggest workforce for AI training in human history, and most of us won't even notice. But before we start, we have to understand one thing. GTA 6 isn't just being built as a game. Lawnida is being built as a high-fidelity simulation of Florida. In most games, an NPC exists only when you look at them. But in GTA 6, they have persistent routines. We all know this. They have jobs, they go to the beach, they go home. But Rockstar is simulating an entire state's worth of human behavior, complex traffic and weather situations. This is what engineers call a high-fidelity environment. The reason this is so valuable for AI research is that the line between game data and real-world data is getting incredibly thin. When the simulation is this accurate, you can generate data for real-life scenarios that would normally be impossible or too expensive to simulate in the real world. So let me explain how this works. You've seen those Boston Dynamics videos, right? The robot doing parkour, backflips, all that crazy stuff. Those robots didn't learn it outside on grass. They learned it in a simulation, in a digital prison where they fell a million times. And it didn't matter. Once the AI figured it out in the computer, they uploaded it to the real robot. This is called sim-to-real learning. Now here's where GTA 6 comes in. Companies like Waymo and Tesla already.
Not to cut him off, but as he's talking about that AI training, there's these cleaner robots. Well, these household butlers, you could call them. I don't remember which. I think it was on BBC, and they said the way they train them is that they have the humans, the people, put on the gloves, the tracking gloves, and do the tasks over and over and over, and then they would feed that movement data into the robot, and that's how the robot learned. So that's just something I wanted to share.
Simulators. And yes, they absolutely test dangerous edge cases, but those environments are still controlled. On the other hand, the world of GTA simulates something different. Messy, unpredictable human behavior at scale. Very chaotic, improvised situations that are hard to script on purpose. Not a replacement for real testing, but potentially a goldmine of behavioral edge cases. GTA 6 simulates chaos, the unpredictable human factor, the person who suddenly runs into traffic, the car that cuts you off in the rain. Every time you cause a pile-up in GTA, you are creating what they call an edge case, a rare dangerous situation that AI needs to understand. But let's be realistic, it's not about teaching cars morality, it's about teaching them to see. Engineers call this synthetic data. Training an AI camera to recognize a child running across the street in heavy rain at night is incredibly difficult. You can't just film that in real life safely. But GTA 6, it has ray-traced lighting, realistic rain physics, and realistic human movement. And while Tesla has its own simulators, they can't match the organic chaos of GTA. If an AI computer vision system can learn to spot dangers in the photorealistic weather of this world, that visual data is gold for real-world autonomous systems. So Rockstar will be sitting on the most valuable collection of chaos scenarios in the world. I'm not saying they will sell it to Tesla tomorrow, but they might. And even then, they don't have to, because every gameplay video on YouTube is already free training data. These AI models don't need Rockstar's permission. Now you might say, okay, but Rockstar isn't sending my gameplay to a robot factory. And you are right, they are not. At least not yet. But here's what's actually happening. Nvidia just released something called Nitrogen. It's an AI that learned play over 1,000 different games, and it didn't need access to those games. It just watched 40,000 hours of gameplay videos on YouTube. No game code, no special permission. Just public videos where players showed their controller on the screen. The AI learned how to play just by watching. It figured out that
That's crazy. So now we have AI that can play games for us. Isn't that something? So if I'm gonna play Warzone or PUBG or Apex, some online shooter or online game in general, and I needed to take a 10 minutes, I guess, lunch or snack or eat something, you're telling me that with enough training, this AI could actually play it for me? That's crazy.
The timing, the strategy, all from video. OpenAI did the same thing with Minecraft. They showed AI 70,000 hours of YouTube gameplay. The AI learned to chop trees and build tools. No one trained it, it just watched YouTube. Now here's the problem. GTA 6 will generate more gameplay footage than all of those games combined. Every streamer, every YouTuber, every clip. And the best part? Nvidia makes Nitrogen, the same Nvidia that builds Isaac Simulator to train the next generation of humanoid robots. roads. It's not just a coincidence. These are the same neural network architectures, just applied to different worlds. So no, Rockstar doesn't need to sell your data, because every GTA 6 video on the internet is already free training material for AI that understands human behavior in different scenarios. And we can see a potential application of this in the new police AI. Based on the leaks and the direction Rockstar is taking, we aren't just looking at smarter cops, we are looking at a monitoring network. Think about it. Real cities like London or New York are moving towards total monitoring, where AI connects CCTV cameras and license plate readers to track people. If the leaks and trailer are any indication, GTA 6 is effectively simulating a total surveillance system. Think of it as a digital trap that's always watching you. By playing the game and trying to escape, we are essentially testing the holes in that trap. We are showing algorithms exactly how a creative human tries to disappear in a smart city. And there is one more shift that makes GTA 6 different. While companies like Tesla or Boston Dynamics are testing AI in labs or limited trials, Rockstar is doing it on a massive scale. It's the first time we will see millions of real humans interacting with autonomous digital agents in a complex environment. It's a laboratory for human AI coexistence that no tech company can replicate. Not because they don't have the money, but because they don't have millions of people willing to stress test their systems in such a chaotic ways for thousands of hours, and basically even for free. Traditionally, games are just scripts. If you shoot, then the NPC runs. But Rockstar is moving toward procedural AI, where NPCs react in real time. This is exactly how we will soon interact with AI and robots in our real lives. Not by clicking buttons, but dealing with agents that have their own logic. So when you think about this, we are kinda the beta testers for how society will look when AI is everywhere. Every time you interact with a random NPC in GTA 6, you are testing the boundaries of human and AI coexistence. And this is where it gets personal. There's a study from Stanford University.
Bro, he's just throwing so much information at me, I don't even know what to say. I feel like the AI is going to be indistinguishable in the game, is going to be indistinguishable from an actual sentient human being. And if it somehow isn't perfected in 6, it definitely will be in 7. But I feel like it's going to be perfected in 6. So,
They put
man,
people
I
in
can't
VR
wait to try
and track
stuff.
their movements for just 5 minutes. How they turned their head, how they reacted to things. The AI could identify who they were with 94% accuracy. Because nobody moves exactly like you. Some of you are aggressive in games, some are tactical, some panic under pressure. This creates what's called a behavioral fingerprint. Now think about GTA 6. If Rockstar
This is
analyzes
Reddit
your
Online?
playstyle, they don't see just a gamer. They see you, your reaction time, your decision making, how you handle stress. And if GTA 6 Online requires some kind of ID verification to stop cheaters like the leak suggested, then they can connect your behavioral fingerprint to your real identity. And that's the scary part. Rockstar won't just have data about players. They will have psychological profiles of real people. You might think, don't they already have this from GTA 5? No, not really. In older games, NPCs were just scripts. But in GTA 6 we are dealing with realistic neural agents. This vault allows them to build psychological profiles not just by looking at what we do, but how we think when the rules disappear. It's all data for an AI that needs to predict how humans behave in the real world. So you might ask, where does this go? Right now developers update games by adding new cars, guns or cosmetics. But with this AI technology we might see something completely different in 5 years. There will be much better possibilities. Imagine an update where the world looks exactly the same, but they update the intelligence of the wall overnight. NPCs that learn from watching the top 1% of players. Police AI that knows your favorite escape routes because it watched thousands of players use them. The future of GTA 6 isn't just a bigger map, it's smarter NPCs that evolve with us. And this leads me to my biggest story about the future. Generative voice. Look at the tech showcase.
You know, I've said this before, but this guy looks like Pharrell. He
By
really
NVIDIA with
does.
their ACE engine, where you can talk to NPCs and they reply in real time. Take-Two CEO has already said that generative AI will change how we interact with characters. Imagine a GTA 6 update, let's say maybe in 2027. You don't just press a button to antagonize a shopkeeper. You actually have to speak into your microphone. If you sound nervous, he pulls a gun. If you sound confident, he gives you the cash. If this
And you know, that's another thing too. I'm glad he hit on that. I can see, because you know how you have the antagonize or defuse or greet system in Red Dead Redemption 2, we can interact with NPCs pretty much. And depending on what you press, Arthur will select from a list of pre-recorded dialogues, and then the NPC will respond accordingly, negatively or positively, depending on which one you select, that being antagonize or greet. But I could see GTA 6 taking it a step further and adding an actual, allowing you to connect your mic to the PlayStation or PC when it eventually releases for that platform, and then you can just speak to the NPC through your mic and they'll respond they'll respond, what's the word I'm looking for? They'll respond in accordance with what you said to them. And it will be like a more custom detailed response based on what you actually said. I'm wondering though if that would need like some online AI model. I don't know. I'm thinking too deep. Let's play the video.
We wouldn't just be playing a script. We will be generating data on social engineering. We will be teaching AI how humans lie, how we intimidate, and how we negotiate under pressure. That is the end game. Not just simulating the body, but simulating human intent. Does this mean we shouldn't play it? Hell no. But it does mean GTA 6 is crossing the line between a game and a simulation. So here's what might be actually happening. First, we are teaching AI to understand chaos and physics for real-world humanoid robots. Every time an NPC stumbles and catches their balance, that's data on bipedal movement that Boston Dynamics is starving for. Second, we are giving AI our behavioral data and decision-making patterns, how we react under pressure, how we navigate cities, how we handle danger. Third, we are training new-gen NPCs to act more human by showing them how we play. And here's the part people don't want to admit. We the players are the edge case, the random chaotic element that AI systems desperately need to learn from. So every time you do something insane in GTA 6, every time you find a clever escape route, every time you break the traffic AI in a new way, you are teaching it. You are providing billions of hours of real human data on how to handle unpredictable situations. That data on human behavior, on crowd control, and on urban navigation. That data is worth far more than the $70 you might pay for the game. And think about the financial implications too. Insurance companies today already track how hard you brake in your real car to calculate your rates. Is it really so crazy to think that in 10 years, a gamer behavioral profile could be a part of your digital footprint? If an algorithm sees that in high-pressure simulations, you are a high-risk, aggressive decision maker, that creates a data point. We already see social credit systems in parts of the world. A behavioral risk score built from your gaming habits sounds like sci-fi dystopia today, but the data to build it is being generated right now.
It really does, yeah. It does sound like a sci-fi dystopia.
Data product, data that Rockstar will own, and that big tech bros might use to build what comes next, if they ever get their hands on them. This is not evidence of current misuse. What I am saying is that this technology exists. Nitrogen is real, Isaac Simulator is real, the behavioral fingerprint research is real. This is about how available data could be repurposed in the future if no rules exist to stop it. The question isn't if this is technically possible. The question is when someone decides to do it, and where we will even know when it happens. So would you still play GTA 6 if you knew every decision you make is training artificial intelligence you will meet in the real world? I know I would, but I will never look at those NPCs the same way again. Let me know what you think in the comments. If this video made you think differently about AI in GTA 6, hit that like button. It actually helps more people to see this. If you want more videos like this one, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, boys. So in previous...
Whoops, I played it again because I thought I was in the playlist. So that's what he said. It's really dystopian. My eyes are itching. Bear with me, guys. Let me see what the comments are saying. What not having GTA 6 does to someone. Yeah, I agree, bro. He really went off with that explanation. I need a blanket or something. Honestly, I think I might be the person that is obsessed with realistic real life level realism. That's so redundant. Because I honestly don't even care if the game gets too realistic, even if it's 90% like real life. Because to me, a video game that achieves it is the most godly peak game ever. Finally, somebody understands what's going on, hence the delay. This shit is not easy. Rockstar said they're not using AI. GTA 6 ain't just a game, it's a tool. It's crazy something we're looking too into it, but we ain't lying. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that it has other implications outside of entertainment and profit. Well, guys, that was my reaction to that. I think he really, really locked in on some very, what's the word? I don't want to say dystopian again. He's seen the bigger picture. Let's put it that way. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys. I'm going to react to that one I saw, places to visit in GTA 6. That's going to be my last video for the night, and the last video up until Friday. Up until Saturday, because Saturday's when I have to record again. So yeah, see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.